We found a PC on Newegg that had no reviews, and it's from a company that normally makes monitors, so we just had to buy it.
And for $279, the specs look absolutely great for the money, but are we missing something? We're about to open it up and find out. But first, a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is brought to you by Dust Silver and their D84 White and Red Classical Retro Keyboard. The D84 Red and White is a 75% RGB mechanical keyboard. The D84 Red and White is a 75% RGB mechanical keyboard packed full of amazing features, while also having a unique and appealing aesthetic. This keyboard can come with a variety of Gatoron switches, which are perfect for gaming. And in case these switches don't suit you perfectly, this board is hot swappable. This allows you to change out the switches to fully customize the board to your standards. With its 16.8 million colors, smooth gradients, and amazing dynamics, the RGB on this keyboard is perfect when paired with the colorful PBT keycaps to match any aesthetic. Another amazing feature of this keyboard is the tri-mode connectivity. You're able to use this keyboard with Bluetooth, 2.4G wireless, and even Type-C wired. If you're interested in learning more or in buying the Dust Silver D84 White and Red Classic today, check out the links in the description down below. And don't forget to use code LLC for 20% off. Big thanks again to Dust Silver for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
All right, guys, let's get to unboxing this computer.
Yeah, we paid $279 for it, and we think it's, well, from the monitor brand Cura, which makes a lot of budget gaming monitors that we see on Amazon Newegg. We used a lot. But yeah, for $279, it comes with a 10 Gen i5, 10400F, but a 1050 Ti. And one thing we have to tell you guys, right now, it is up to $400. We bought it, and then they raised the price immediately.
Yeah, so it's almost kind of like a lot of these companies that we buy these PCs from that are really good deals, they do the typical company strategy where it's like, hey, I'm new to the market, I need to get some reviews, so they'll have a PC or a product that's so cheap, it's just too good to be true. And that's just so they can get a customer base built. And we're literally their customer base. And they said, all right, this is good enough, let's raise it.
Yeah, we did buy this through, during Black Friday and Cyber Monday time, so that could have been it as well. But it was definitely a new product. And my idea with this is, if it has good other components around it, it could be good for an upgrade system as well.
Yeah, so the only thing it came with in the box was literally a power cord. We do have a standard 115 volt power supply that is just like a standard AC plug, and it can be switched to 220, which is nice to have in case, you buy it out of the country or something like that. It's going to have a 10 Gen i5, or a 10400F, which is a 6412 thread, and then a 1050 Ti that is clearly no name brand one. It's from Macy.
It's from Macy's?
It's from Macy's.
Macy's this time of year. Get your cologne and your graphics cards.
But I think it's real mainly because if you look at the back here, we have DVI, we do have DisplayPort and HDMI. Normally the fake cards will have a VGA. And also the card itself says GTX 1050 Ti 4 gig. Sometimes the companies are too dumb to even change the actual branding.
And that 1050 Ti will help you easily crush the opponent.
Ooh.
Crush that opponent.
Yeah, 10400 sitting underneath of this Snowman cooler, which we've actually seen Snowman coolers before. The board is actually an Asus Prime B460M, and it's a revision 2 board, which is...
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either. This is a really big, look how fat this micro ATX board is.
It is huge.
It almost looks like it's extended ATX, but micro ATX.
I can see, we can take this part off, so it might be a little easier to see the inside. A little better.
Yeah, now I am glad that this power supply, as you can see, it can run a 115 or 230, and that's an important feature, 500 watts, so not a bad wattage, and it's black sleeve cables. I appreciate that, at least they found a decent power supply. What's the RAM?
We have one stick, and I think it's 16 gigs.
It's GOE or Go, G-O-W-E, 16 gig. It's large, 2666. One thing I don't like is they left all the RAM lanes open. I just think that's a little sloppy, but it doesn't really hurt anything. And M.2, and that appears to be a SATA M.2, so it's one of the slowest ones you can get. Ooh. It's from the Billion Reservoir.
Take me to the Billion Reservoir, please.
Or BR, and it's a 512 gig. So it is a SATA. That means it's M.2 form factor, but it runs at SATA speeds. It's not NVMe.
This poor Asus board is screaming. It's like, what did you put me with? These monstrosity of PC components.
It's crazy we got an Asus board. I would have expected a no-name brand. And then 1050 Ti that is actually a 2-fan card, but it's a decent looking cooler. It just looks like a typical knockoff card. And then the case itself is almost like a Roswell case, like Matt was saying. Reminds me of the ones that used to come with the power supply sometimes. Maybe it did. What we need to test is, does it turn on? Because so far everything looks decent. Even though it doesn't have room for cable management, they kind of did a decent job with it.
I want to see, does that power supply come with an 8-pin power or anything? I would hope so.
The front has a little glowy.
Oh wow, there's a lot happening here.
I wonder, can you change that, or is this just a restart?
I think it's just a restart.
Probably just restarted it.
Yeah,
now this cooler is bright.
Cool Oh, this is Snowman.
The
I'm gonna call it the
Snowman,
Cool
yeah.
Moon, the Snowman.
That's surprisingly bright. It is just like a static RGB. It only has one 4-pin coming off of it, which is just for the fan. So there's no way to change the LEDs on it, but it looks pretty good. And let's see, I guess you're able to see the fan a little bit through this.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you can kind of see the glow a little bit. I mean, that's a pretty bright cooler. So I mean, overall, $260. If it works well, I mean, the 1050 Ti is not a great card nowadays, but it was one of our favorites at one point. It's kind of like it was a cheaper alternative to something like the RX 580 back in the day that you could still buy new. Curious to see how this thing actually performs. I think games like Overwatch, Fortnite, you know, those esports titles are gonna run really well, and I think that the AAAs will run fairly well at low settings.
And yeah, we do have that 8-pin power. So what we'll see is how this thing performs out of the box, and I'm just curious how well it will take another graphics card. At this price point, you could easily build something for like $400 with a 10400F and some slightly higher end GPU.
We have 4070s that'll fit.
Yeah, a 4070 would be great. No, it'd be a horrible idea. We could put whatever in there, honestly, but yeah, 10th Gen i5 should be able to handle a newer GPU. I think that's where the real value of this PC lies, but yeah, let's test it in its current configuration and see how it performs.
Let's do it. Okay guys, we are starting off with some Apex Legends, and we're running 1080p Max FOV. We do have NVIDIA Reflex on, and then we're basically running like close to high settings, which is not advised with the 1050 Ti, but I just kind of wanted to see if we could do it.
Yeah, looks like we're getting 60 FPS so far. We haven't gotten any action scenes yet, so it might dip a little bit below, but kind of just curious to see what this 1050 Ti can do in 2023, being an older GPU. We'll be playing multiple games with it, and then we'll look around and see what kind of upgrade options we could do with this thing. And just kind of test the limits of it, because I think at the $270 price point, it's getting to that point where you might want to buy it as like a, hey, I'm gonna slap in my own GPU and make a really awesome PC for under 400 bucks.
You're a laser me! Laser! Let's see if we can get this little person right here. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're gonna dive. Oh my god, that actually
Aerial
worked.
strike.
Come on.
Wingman.
I don't want to lose these guns. No. Oh god. Oh, I fell right into their trap. It's a hurdy-gurdy kind of day.
Hey.
Yeah.
What up?
Dude, tell that shield to get out of here. Tell me to hit a shot. Oh, dude, that worked out. That grenade worked out amazing. Wow.
Beautiful. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, the headshot. All or nothing, babe. Oh, we're the champions. Let's go.
On a budget PC,
Yeah,
no problems.
I mean, 250, like that's crazy to think about. That we're playing some Apex in like medium settings and it looks pretty good.
Playing our game.
Playing another game. I saw that little tank and I thought it was an elephant. I was like, they play elephants in this game?
Elephant in Fortnite. All right, guys, we're in Fortnite with the 1050 Ti and i5 10400F on performance settings, because I was trying to help that 1050 Ti out a little bit. Far distance, medium textures, and we're just aiming for high FPS. I have it limited to 160 right now, because based on what I'm seeing right now, we're not gonna get close to that, and I don't wanna like push it to try to do that. Just try to limit some of the stutters. It's a good tip for you at home if you wanna limit some stutters. So we're going land and see what we can get here.
Land.
Sadly, I did not have enough time to buy M&M. I should have bought M&M.
We almost did it.
Almost did it. We were close. Donate some V-Bucks to me, guys, and I'll buy M&M.
And then will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
See, I want M&M, but I enjoy my Christmas costume. You know, we're 'tis the season, so maybe, you know, M&M needs to be dressed up like Santa Claus, and then I'll buy it. Okay. It's not the gun for that. Airstrike? Ah! Okay.
It's your strike.
For a lot of gunshots, I'm just gonna do my thing.
Like instead of it saying exit, it says leave. Get on out of here.
Oh!
That's a player right there. That was a player.
Buddy.
Lolo.
Got him! Oh, that's a bot name if I've ever seen it. There's an airstrike happening over here. I'm about to do an airstrike of my own. Why is it so
Dang,
slow?
that thing travels slow.
Oh, are you kidding me? Ah! Oh, someone is here. And they're, oh my, oh. Okay.
Got the shotgun. These are bought like extra.
Oh, good lord. Hello?
Hubcap donuts.
I heard that.
Oh.
Ah, okay, I'm done. I quit. I quit this game. I'm over it. I'm over it. I just Fortnite. It is what it is.
They promoted you to the real lobbies.
Yeah, so it's a good PC. $279, great deal. $399, not so much. But we're gonna go ahead and do is run some built-in benchmarks and then look around and see what kind of GPU upgrades we have, and maybe experiment with the GPU upgrade and see how it works. And then from there, we'll wrap this video up real quick and talk about the value of this PC. And I think it's a very good one. All right, guys, so for the GPU upgrade, I'm thinking we're gonna try this 1660 Super, which is a card we really recommend on the used market right now because you can get it for about $110, $112, 6 gigs of VRAM, and it'll be a very good upgrade over the 1050 Ti. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this GPU out real quick, make sure this one's gonna fit, and then show you guys the final result. Little bit of a tight fit, but it does fit in here. We have the 8-pin power that this power supply does supply, and we're gonna go ahead and see if this is a good upgrade. Now, we did end up testing Cyberpunk with the 1050 Ti. Now we're gonna test the 1660 Super with the i5 with Cyberpunk on the same settings. Yeah, this looks like a very capable system. Don't get much bigger than a 2-fan card like this because it most certainly will not fit. We are very close here, and I did have to do a little maneuvering to get it underneath this lip right here. So, hey, really easy upgrade. Let's see if the performance is there.
Okay guys, we just got done benchmarking this PC, and the good news is it did not have any issues. It actually played all the games that we wanted it to, including AAA titles at some decent settings.
And yeah, if you get this at the price point of $279, which it could go on sale during the holiday season, we don't really know. I think it's an awesome buy, especially if you don't want to deal with building your own PC, and it's a really good candidate for slapping in a GPU if you want to upgrade it in the future. So if you want to shop around for this PC, check the links in the description down below. They will be affiliate links, and they will help us out. Let us know what you think of this deal down below, and if you find any other cool deals you want to see us review here on the channel, let us know down below.
As always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Peace out. This PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech for a pretty good price, and it'll come with its new and improved 1-year warranty.
And it's December. Ho, ho, ho. Save a 5 on checkout, ladies and gentlemen. Save 5% on any PC on the website or $100 off our professional streamer. And yeah, I was going to say use code ToastyBros2, but we can't use that code right now.
And merch too.
And merch. 25% off merch. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Yeah.